it's Melody Masaniai coming to you to talk to you about the hot mess in Los Angeles at the Los Angeles City Council. It has been a week since the story broke. What story, you're asking? The story about the leaked audio recordings from the Los Angeles Federation of Labor. I know we got some racism, we got some bigotry, we've got some shenanigans around redistricting, and that's what's going to get. You get into redistricting, you get into conspiring to pack, crack, and stack districts at any level, especially in the nation's largest city, in the nation's largest county, LA County, people. In case you don't know, LA County is bigger than 3 states. LA County would be the 47th largest state in the union if it were a state. Okay, it's big, it's powerful. You have the economic engine of the LAX airport for tourism, business travel, and moving freight. All the jobs that go along with that, operating 7 by 24. You've got the Port of Los Angeles, one of the, if not the largest port in the United States of America, with all those goods coming and going, food going, plastic products coming from Asia, from the continent of Asia. You got all kinds of things. Then you have the Latino caucus, and I do not want to be broad brushing or broad stroking across all Latino communities, nor do I want to be broad stroking and snaring in this hot mess. The elected officials who are true public servants who are of Latino heritage and culture. That's not what this is about. We're not going to do that, okay? So come on in, leave some comments here for what your opinion is about this whole hot mess, what you would like to see happen. Currently, the status is Labor leader Herrera, the former head of the Los Angeles Federation of Labor, has stepped down from that position. Rightfully so. You talk about your hardworking, dues-paying members in such a way, you allow those conversations to go on in the halls of your building, of your headquarters, where you are to be serving the needs of the working people and be all about their interests. And you let this kind of thing happen. You step down. He did. That was the right thing to do. Nury Martinez, former president of the Los Angeles City Council and former councilwoman, did finally step down. She called in leave of absence in the early part of the week, leave of absence. And then she stepped down as council president. And the next day she stepped down from the seat representing the good people of City Council District 6. And she wrote a letter of resignation. And it was printed this week in the Los Angeles Times. So I don't know what that was all about. You know, your mess is so bad that the President of the United States of America has called you out and said for you to step down. You just step down. I don't know what this whole letter was about. If you're going to make a statement or a letter, you're going to say, I am terribly sorry to the people I have hurt with my bigoted, racist remarks, my language. There's no excuse. I'm stepping down. I am not fit to hold public office. I'm not fit to hold public trust. So I'm stepping down now. That's all she needed to say. But apparently we got 12 or 13 paragraphs about this whole situation. In the 12 or 13 paragraphs, how far did she get in her letter before she apologized? That's what we're going to be looking at today. What kind of person is this Nury Martinez? Former president of the Los Angeles City Council, former city council member for Council District 6. Who is this woman and what is she about? Okay, so let's see what she said, first of all. We can't know what she's about until we see what she said. Council President, this is the article that broke the news. This is the article where the leaked audio from the Los Angeles Federation of Labor meeting was held. This is where all the things happen. So in the headline, this is Knock LA. If you want to be following this, I recommend strongly that you subscribe, give a little donation to them to help them keep their excellent publication running. Because obviously they got the 411 here. They beat the Los Angeles Times. They beat everybody. So the leaked audio came out on a Reddit account that has now been deleted. So purpose served. It is not known, though it is not known who leaked the audio, but you know what? You're a hero. You're a whistleblower. You blew the lid off of this situation, the shenanigans that go on in the city of Los Angeles and how the people are not properly represented. You cannot be properly represented by people who talk like this, who think like this, who act like this. You cannot be. So please do go to knock-la.com. Knock it, like, just like you see it here, knock-la.com, and give them some support. You see the support button right up here, support these people. So you see in the headline, we're just going to start out right there. Council President Martinez on District Attorney George Gascon. Fuck that guy. He's with the blacks. Fuck that guy. Right? Okay. In leaked audio, LA City Council members Nury Martinez, Gil Cedillo, and Kevin DeLeon discuss redistricting. Are extremely racist. Okay? So Nury, she's gone. Gil Cedillo has not yet resigned. Kevin DeLeon has not yet resigned. Gil Cedillo, we're going to take a moment. Gil Cedillo was defeated in the June primary. He's losing his seat anyway. He's on his way out the door. He's got 1 foot out the door already. Go. Boy, bye. Kevin DeLeon, we're going to do a whole episode. We may do a few episodes on Kevin DeLeon. He is the former Speaker pro tem of the California State Senate. That is a position. He's a former state senator, termed out. This is not a position as pro tem. This is not a position you get easily. It is not a position that is taken lightly. And when KDL, we call him KDL in California. When KDL was Speaker pro tem of the California State Senate, he was quite heavy-handed. So we're going to dedicate some time to him specifically. Here is all the information. I'm going to try to play this. I'm not sure that it'll come out through the recording or the live stream. I think it will, but I'm going to play it here. I don't know that that's coming out very well. So they're having the conversation that you'll see below. You can hear it on, go to knock-la.com to hear all these recordings. So we're back here. Let's try this one. Yeah, well, that's all we need to hear, girl. So then we get to Nury Martinez calling the adopted black child, and he's a little boy. Let me see how little he is. I'm just gonna take a minute. How old is Mike Bonin's How old is Mike Bonin's son? It doesn't say how old he is. Let me try one more. We're not going to belabor this point, but let's try one more. Yeah, we're going to keep that up. We're going to keep that up. It doesn't say. So the news reports do not say, and for the privacy of the young boy, I'm glad they don't say, quite frankly. But my understanding is that he is a little boy. Okay, so Mike Bonin, council member Mike Bonin, and his husband adopted a little black boy. And God bless anybody who can adopt a child. And God bless the child who is adopted and not left in a foster home for the rest of his upbringing and not left to languish in the system. How dare you say such a horrible thing about this poor, innocent little black boy? Someone who is so precious. So I asked my colleague at work, who she and I have the exact same job, but she is in the coded position for providing services in Spanish language support. And I asked her what this would be, the Parise, so on and so on. She is such a nice young lady. She had no idea. She could not even come up with what that would mean. She went and asked her mother, and her mother almost slapped her face. How dare you say that? I mean, that's how horrible this is. So here, Nury Martinez is speaking about a little boy who, for whatever circumstances, his parents could not take care of him, and he ended up available for adoption, and he's been adopted. How dare you speak like this of a little boy? Someone who cannot speak for himself. Someone who cannot stand up to you. We're just not going to go there. And then she goes on, this kid needs a beat down. Now she's talking about beating a little boy. Let me take him around the corner. I'll bring him right back. She is now talking about beating a little boy. This is all about the redistricting stuff. We are going to skip over this for the purposes of this discussion. We'll get back to it later. So again, with Mike Bonin, go get the airport from his fucking little brother, that little bitch Bonin. So they're in the context of the redistricting. These people, Nury Martinez, Ron Herrera, the labor leader, Gil Cedillo, and Kevin DeLeon think that they are going to run the redistricting maps in such a way that the Los Angeles airport ends up in one of their districts. You've got to be kidding me. Go get the airport from his fucking little brother, that little bitch Bonin. We're just not even, you get all this stuff. Now they're saying, fuck that dude on Councilmember Bob Blumenfield. Now, Bob is a good man. Bob is a good public servant. Why are you dragging him through the mud? Well, let's look at what the problem is according to these people. Ron Herrera tells Cedillo, DeLeon, and Martinez that they are a little Latino caucus of their own, and that his only goal is to get the three of them elected. When Herrera says he spoke with Council District 3 Councilmember Blumenfeld said he sees all of Los Angeles City Council seats as Latino. Martinez said, fuck that dude. Okay, if you know California, if you know the city of Los Angeles, if you know San Jose, if you know all these places, it is true. They are all Latino. And Bob Blumenfield is absolutely 100% correct. And I believe in the context, we'll see later, but I believe in the context. He's saying he represents all the people. He himself is not Latino. He himself is not black. He himself is not Samoan. He himself is representing all the people in his council district, as it should be. You represent every single person. Fuck that dude, Martinez, on Councilmember Bob Blumenfield. All right. Then she goes on. She's done with the blacks apparently, and she's done with Blumenfield. Now she's going on for the Armenians. Calls Councilmember Krikorian's former chief of staff the guy with one eyebrow. And she had a number of other things to say about the Armenians, about Armenian Americans. Most of the Armenian Americans who are here fled the genocide in Armenia. These are people who fled genocide. What is wrong with you? What the hell? Lord, let's go back to this. I need your spirit. I need you to help me. What is wrong with you? Why do you speak this way? What depths of hatred and bigotry and racism are inside you? This is beyond Latina pride. This is not Latina pride. This is Latina mess. This is Latina greed. This is Latina selfishness. Okay, like I said about the other situations, I'm also not going to be dragging out here the Latinas, who are fine representatives, who well represent their districts, who well represent everyone in their districts, Latina, Latino, or not. They represent the Samoans. And you want to know why I keep talking about the Samoans? Because I am one, number one. Number two, we are, anywhere Samoan is found in the continental United States of America, we are 1/2 of 1%. 1/2 of 1%. We're not 3%, we're not 8%, we're not 45%. We're not 60%. We are one half. Bend this finger. We are one half of 1%. I'm not even a whole finger. Me and my people, we're not even a whole finger. We're half of 1%. And I still get representation. I don't vote for anybody who's not representing me. I don't vote for anybody who's not gonna represent me. I don't vote for anybody who won't take a meeting with me at City Hall. Okay, let's go back to text. So they are continuing to discuss redistricting, and that's going to be a whole situation. So after the publication, Councilmember Martinez issued a statement to the LA Times. In a moment of intense frustration and anger, I let the situation get the best of me. I hold myself accountable for these comments. For that, I am sorry. DeLeon provided a statement to the LA Times saying he regrets appearing to condone and even contribute to certain insensitive comments made about a colleague and his family in private. I reached out to that person. Cedillo told the LA Times that he does not remember the conversation. Cedillo told the LA Times that he does not remember the conversation. Is that because he has this conversation so often? I praise the Lord and I praise the people of his council district who saw fit to vote his sorry ass out in the primary. Save us all, spare us all. Bonin and husband Sean Arian issued a statement calling for the resignation of Herrera, Martinez, and DeLeon and called the meeting a coordinated effort to weaken Black representation in Los Angeles. 100%. This is exactly what it was. Good for him. Good for Mike. Reelect this man. Put him in there. Yeah. 100%. He called it like it is. He saw it for what it was, and that's what it was. A coordinated effort to weaken Black representation in Los Angeles. That's what it was. On October 10th, Councilmember Nury Martinez resigned from her role as City Council President. That was Monday. Okay. All right. So, where else are we going to go, Auntie? Oh my God. Just don't even get me there. We're going to go here next. So then City Council, you may have City Council meeting, and you may have City Council meeting on Tuesdays. But Los Angeles is so large and their needs are so tremendous that they meet multiple times a week. So what we're going to do, I hope this plays. Please forgive me if it doesn't. This should play. This is from the Los Angeles Times. And of course we have an ad. The video will play after ad. Sorry about this. I'll cut it out. I'll cut it out in the future, but for the people watching live, I apologize. This is Mike Bonin. That's what she did. That's what Nury Martinez did to Mike Bonin and the little boy who he adopted. That's what Gil Cedillo did. It caused that pain. That's what Kevin DeLeon did. It caused that pain. Directly to that family and to families like theirs. Directly to the child and to children like theirs. Directly to whole swaths of communities in Los Angeles and across our land. Okay, we're going to take a beat for a second, but not for long. So, Councilwoman Nury Martinez resigned. This is her resignation statement as it was published in the Los Angeles Times. She resigned on Wednesday, October 12th, after taking a leave of absence, thinking that she was going to be able to keep her seat. Here you go. Los Angeles Times, Nury Martinez's full resignation statement, October 12th. What I've done, because I want to do it in such a way, is I put this into a Word file. Because I really want to be able to go through this. So after all this pain, after all of her ugliness, what did Nury Martinez say in her resignation letter? Let's look. It is with a broken heart that I'm just going to talk about myself here, that I resign my seat. Now, girl, bye, girl, go. This is not your seat. You do not own this seat. You did not create this seat. This is not your seat. Whenever you hear an elected official or an appointed official talk about my seat, run from that person. Do not vote for that person. Girl, you represent me. That's my seat. That's my seat. That's my community seat. That's our seat. That ain't your seat. It is with a broken heart that I resign my seat for Council District 6, the community I grew up in, and my home. When we're just going to talk about when I ran in 2013, I wanted to see a change in my community and fight for my neighbors. That is what it has been about all along. No one expected me to win. Me, my, I. But with the support of residents throughout the district, I overcame that challenge and won the seat for Council District 6. And look at what she did with it. Look at what she did with that seat. Look at what she did. Really? Did she just turn into this person? Or was she like this all along? Lord, spare me, my blood pressure is going too high. I had the honor of serving in the role of a lifetime, being the representative for my neighbors. Okay, so now we've got 2 paragraphs here, and we still have no apology. Over the last 9 years, we're going to include the I've had the honor of working with communities across Los Angeles to fight for policies that uplift working families. For the families who can't make it out of poverty, struggling every day, you are the reason why I get up in the morning and do what I do. to represent and fight for the people who don't have a voice. That's not even a complete sentence. I don't even know what she's doing here. That's not even a complete sentence. To the workers, the housekeepers, the nannies, to the people who get up to ride the bus to work in the morning, that's not a complete sentence either. Even if you put these two sentences together, it's not a complete sentence. You, oh, she's got a you. Oh, there's a you. You have been the backbone of our city throughout this pandemic, but you were the backbone long before. Where's my mouse? Get my mouse. Somebody get my mouse. Find the mouse. I went to work for you. You have been my mission and my guiding principle. I don't think so. The last almost 3 years have been unimaginably difficult. When I was elected president of the council, I served for 3 months before the pandemic came crashing down as the first Latina council president, and look what she did with it. Look what she did with it. Did she hold that position with honor? As the first of anything, you have a responsibility. Girl, we'll see how long it's going to be before there's another Latina council president. I strive to serve with compassion and to give a larger platform to the communities I felt had been left behind. Okay, so let's count the paragraphs. We still don't have an apology, right? If there's an apology, let me know. Let me see something in the comments. Oh, how sweet. Thank you, another CG Gmail. I appreciate that. That is so sweet. We got a comment on YouTube. I appreciate you, baby. I appreciate you. God bless. God bless you. You're so sweet to Auntie. You made Auntie's day. Thank you. You're so sweet. I appreciate that comment so much, baby. So we're going to look. So let me know in the comments if we have an apology from Nury Martinez yet. So we got paragraph 1, no. Paragraph 2, no. Paragraph 3, no. Paragraph 4, no. Okay, so now we're going into paragraph 5. Maybe the apology is in paragraph 5, okay? As horrible as she is, I'm not horrible. I'm willing to hold out to see her apology and what it looks like. This council has made a difference in the lives of millions across the city. We launched the largest renters relief program in the nation, brought equity in our city's budget, created tenant protections, pushed for equality for women in the workplace, worked to phase out of oil, created new department around families and community investment, created the largest guaranteed basic income program in the country. Well, yeah, because you're the largest city in the fought for human trafficking victims, and so much more. In Council District 6, we plan the revitalization of the Sepulveda Basin. In the Van Nuys Civic Center, we distributed thousands of boxes at our monthly food and diaper giveaways, rented out laundromats for families in need. Okay, I got questions about that. I got questions. You renting out laundromats for housing? I don't know. Oh, for warm shelter in the cold? I don't know. I got questions about that. And led the way in building housing for our homeless neighbors in the valley. Okay, so we got another paragraph that doesn't have an apology. To my constituents, serving you has been a privilege and one that I don't give up lightly. You are my neighbors, my friends, and the reason for this service. Throughout these 9 years, we've been able to work together to fix our parks, our streets, our sidewalks, and improve the overall quality of life for our neighborhoods. I hope you stay engaged and continue to fight for your fair share of the city's resources. It's hard to say goodbye, but please know that I was in this fight for you. To my colleagues who probably don't really want to hear from you right now, but she gonna be addressing them anyway. I don't know how Mike Bodine is gonna be looking at this. I don't know how Councilmember Krikorian is gonna be hearing about this, but she's gonna be talking to her colleagues anyway. To my colleagues, I know we've had a hard couple of years, and I know this work hasn't always been easy for us. My only goal as council president has been to champion a family's first agenda that we can all be proud of. Each of you have worked hard on policies and programs that uplift Angelinos across this city. I hope this work continues and that workers and working class families remain in the forefront of the priorities of this council. Okay, so that's another paragraph that does not have an apology. And if any paragraph were, if the apology is not in the first paragraph of this woman's resignation letter, if she's going to go through these type of categories of addressing different people in different ways, this paragraph where she is addressing specifically to her colleagues whom she has offended with these horrible, horrible remarks. If there was going to be an apology anywhere, this would be my second place. To my colleagues, no apology. While I leave with a heavy heart because of your own damn mouth, because of your own ugly, ugly, stone cold heart. While I leave with a heavy heart, know that I wish. I'm gonna color that one too, girl. Know that I wish you all the best, and oh God, she can't stop talking about herself. And I have faith in your strength to unite the city. To the city employees, I wonder if she's including all employees or she's just talking to the Latino employees. To the city employees, you have been my second family. From the start of my presidency, you rallied around me and embraced my family's first agenda. You work hard every day and show up for the city's residents. During the pandemic, when everyone stayed safe at home, you came to work. You delivered services. You became disaster workers, essential workers, and you got the city through our hardest times. I thank you, and the city thanks you. Girl, just stop. To my staff. Now, this is a whole different situation here. Auntie got something to say. This woman, you've been working, who has been working for this woman and how long you been there? She's been there 9 years. She's been council president for, 2 or 3 years. How many times have you heard this woman talk the way she was talking at the LA Federation of Labor hallways? And did you say something? Did you go somewhere? How many audio recordings does her staff have that haven't been released? Girl, go on Reddit and release those audio recordings. Seriously. To my staff, I'm sorry, we're going to highlight that one. I'm sorry that we're ending it this way because of my mouth and my ugly, evil heart of hatred. This is no reflection on you. I don't know. I know you all will continue to do great work and fight for our district. I'll be cheering you on. Yeah. We'll see where she's going to be when she's cheering them on. So yet another paragraph with no apology. For real. No apology yet. To my family, to my daughter, and to my mom. I could just imagine her mother must be mortified. Oh my God. Either her mother is mortified or her mother created this. Or her mother let this be created. So I don't know. You want to be dragging your family into this, but she gonna, cause she Nury. To my family, to my daughter, and to my mom, you have been my support system. My. You have been my support system, my shoulder to cry on, and my biggest cheerleaders throughout this time in office. There have been many long nights, dinners missed, homework not checked over, dishes not washed because of this role that I took on. Oh, get my mouse. Get my mouse. I could, oh, highlight that. Get my mouse. My mouse is getting tired. My mouse is like, Auntie, do I have to do that again? To my husband, who married this woman and apparently is still married to this woman. To my husband, my right hand man, and my confidant. God help me. I cannot thank you enough for being my partner through this. To my daughter, to my daughter, to my daughter, I'm guessing her daughter's name is not I. To my daughter, To my daughter, I know I have fallen short recently of the expectations we have for our family. I vow to you that I will strive to be a better woman to make you proud. To my mom, you give me the strength and you give me strength and you center me. I Oops, sorry. I've only ever wanted to make you proud. To my sister, thank you for all you do. I wonder if her sister's like her too. I wonder if they all just live under the threat and cloud of Nury, or if her sister's just like her and her mom's just like her. I don't know. I don't know. These people don't come up all by themselves. There's a support system for either positivity or for negativity. There's a support system for creativity. There's a support system for hatred. There's a support system for bigotry. There's a support system for racism. So, but we're going to drag sister into it too, since we drag daughter and mother into it. Let's drag on sister into it. To my sister, thank you for all you do. You have stepped in to take care of our family when I could not be there. To my dad in heaven, I'm just going to let that one go because her father's passed away. God rest his soul. And last, to all little Latina girls across the city, not to all little girls across the city, not to girls of color across the city, not to little girls with dreams, to all little Latina girls across the city. I hope I've inspired you to dream beyond that which you can see. While I take time to look inward and reflect, I ask, girl, you got some nerve. You got some nerve right here. While I take the time to look inwards and reflect, I ask that you give me space and privacy. Hold my hoops. I give you space, but I ain't gonna give you privacy. I give you space. I give you a head start. You got 450-mile head start on me. I give you a head start. You're not going to get privacy. While I take time to look inwards and reflect, I ask that you give me space and privacy. Nury. So let's go back. We've got one paragraph, two paragraph, three paragraph, four paragraph, five paragraph, six paragraph, seven paragraph, eight paragraph, nine paragraph, 10 paragraph, 11 paragraph, 12 paragraph. Oh, actually, there's 13 paragraphs. In 13 paragraphs, there's not one damn word that says apology to it. So let us count. We're going to say Control F, and we're going to go I, and we're going to go we gotta do. Okay, so we're not looking for all the I's. Let's do space I. Space I, which should include the Ives and the Ims. 73. She used the word I in some type of form 73 times. I equals 73 in 13 paragraphs. Let's see. Apologize. Apologize, and I left it without the E or the ing or the IES or whatever. I just leave APOLOGIZ. No matches. No matches. No apology at all. Let's go back here. Let's say sorry. The only time she said the word sorry or the phrase I'm sorry is to my staff. I'm sorry that we're ending it this way. Girl, you cold blood. Girl, you cold. You cold. You cold blood. So where do we stand now? I don't even know. So where do we stand now? So let us go through. So Nury Martinez and Ron Herrera have resigned. Where are we here? For Gil Cedillo and Kevin DeLeon have not resigned. However, Dolores Huerta, if you don't know, not everybody knows, though anybody in California should know, and anyone in politics would know, no matter where they are. Dolores Huerta is the co-founder of the United Farm Workers Movement and the United Farm Workers Union, representing collective bargaining for farm workers throughout the state of California and other agricultural areas for the rights. When Cesar Chavez was imprisoned in Monterey County Jail in the city of Salinas, and he was on the hunger strike, it was Dolores Huerta who kept the movement going, who kept the press engaged, who kept the people marching. She is still with us, though sadly, due to the fasting, extended periods of fasting in his life, Cesar Chavez died a premature death. But Dolores Huerta is sacred in the Latino community. Dolores Huerta is a huge prize for elected officials or people who are aspiring to elected office. They all want to get the endorsement of Dolores Huerta. It's symbolic, it's meaningful. They wave it around like a flag. I got Dolores Huerta's endorsement, and it's on all the mailers. There's probably mailers, if depending on where you live in California, you probably have a mailer sitting on your dining room table that's got Dolores Huerta's name on it. This is the statement from the Dolores Huerta Foundation directed at the council members, because Ron Herrera had already resigned. This went out without his name on it. We invite you to listen to our founder, Dolores Huerta, as we stand in solidarity for those calling for the resignation of Kevin DeLeon, Gil Cedillo, and Nury Martinez. There is no room for anti-blackness, anti-indigeneity, or homophobia in public service. Unidos, united. And then again, in translated into Spanish. Girl, Dolores Huerta called for you to resign your seat. Gil Cedillo. Girl, Dolores Huerta called on you to resign your seat, Kevin DeLeon. And she wrote your name in there so that you would not be confused about what she was talking about and who she was talking to. She's talking to you. Resign. Resign. I know. So who can you be following? Who can you be following? So we have an excellent sister here, and I think this will play. We have an excellent sister here. Her name is Jasmine. She is on Twitter. You can follow her and then get to the social media and all the different media from her Twitter account. Here she's using Oprah to say what people are saying. She's using Oprah to amplify the message and the importance. Yeah. So we all got that going. So the hashtag that Jasmine is using, let me see, is hashtag it's time to go. Okay, so you could use that hashtag on Twitter, see people all involved in the movement, get updates on the situation in Los Angeles, though there are other topics under it's time to go. This is Jasmine, so it's J at, on Twitter it is at JASMYNE. This is from October 12th after Nury stepped down. 2 down, 2 to go. It's time to go. This picture is of Nury gone. Kevin DeLeon not gone yet. Gil Cedillo not gone yet. And Ron Herrera gone. Gone boy. And I hate that he's wearing the Teamsters logo. I hate that picture has him. Then you have Jasmine. This is Jasmine. Some of you may remember her or recognize her from the Ed Buck situation. This is Jasmine giving us a daily update on the weekdays. So you can watch and follow the updates at City Council itself from at Jasmine. Again, that's JASMYNE. Hashtag it's time to go. Let's just go directly to her account because I don't think there's anything else on here right now. Yeah, so they're camped out. Today they're camped out in front of Kevin DeLeon's house. This is in front of Kevin DeLeon's house. Was it yesterday? Today. This is today. Los Angeles Police Department is on standby, just making sure that nothing goes too far, and I don't think the protesters are about that. But just so you want to know, there's gospel music going on to fill the spirits. Yeah, but you see everything on Jasmine's Twitter timeline. You can get to her on her other social media. She'd be linking it. Okay. Yeah, there they go. They're in charge, former Assembly Speaker Fabian Nunez said. I think they were thinking like activists and not like leaders. This is where it's harder for people to forgive them. they were thinking and speaking like racists, not activists. Get the fuck out of here. And how dare you say the activists act like this to conspire to break the law, to oppress people, to oppress anyone? How dare you? That's Fabian Nunez. Okay, get that name on your lips. Fabian Nunez. He's one of them who would have been in that conversation if he could have been. And then there is also a petition where you can sign on. So that's all on Jasmine's timeline. So you got Jasmine, we've got Dolores Huerta, we got Joe Biden, we got the President of the United States of America, the leader of the free world, who's a little busy right now. But you got Joe Biden calling on you to resign, and you not resigning. The president is glad to see, from the White House spokesperson, the president is glad to see that one of the participants in that conversation has resigned, but they all should, says Karine Jean-Pierre, the White House press secretary, calling the language recorded during the conversation unacceptable and appalling. Biden is now the highest profile political figure to weigh in on the firestorm that has generated outrage across the city. Jean-Pierre's comments came on the eve of a 4-day Western swing. The president's going to be in LA just in case you didn't know. Just in case you didn't know. The president joins a long list of California Democrats who have criticized Martinez, including Mayor Eric Garcetti, Senator Alex Padilla, and both mayoral candidates Karen Bass and Rick Caruso. Yeah, so it's time to clean house. Los Angeles is perfectly capable of cleaning their own house, but I did want to get this off my chest. Yeah, there she is. There she is. I wanted to get this off my chest. People have been asking the question. They might find it on my timeline or on my YouTube channel. We got all the things here. And I will keep my word to you. I will be back, not today, sometime early next week. I will be back with a full live stream episode dedicated to Kevin DeLeon, whether he resigns or not. We're going to look at some history with Mr. DeLeon, okay? We're going to look at some history, okay? We're going to look at some of Auntie's personal history with Kevin DeLeon, okay? What else? And Gil Cedillo, I'll save him till last because he's out anyway. Again, Gil Cedillo lost his bid for re-election. He lost it in the primary. The good people of the district, represented by Councilmember Gil Cedillo, had the good sense in their head to not re-elect that guy. All right? So he's out anyway. He should go gracefully and quietly and humbly and apologetically. And if he doesn't go in any of those fashion, just go. Boy, bye. All right? So I thank you for your kind words. So cute. This is just so cute. Half of 1%, but you are 100% beautiful. Gotta go. Peace out. God bless you. What a sweet thing to write to Auntie. I do appreciate it so very much. If you're watching my live stream replay, please drop a comment, #replay, so I know where you watched from, if you watched from Facebook or if you watched from YouTube. I appreciate you spending this time with me and letting me get this off my chest. For now, I wish you well. Wash your nasty hands, and don't be a racist. Just don't be an asshole. Just be kind to people. Don't oppress people. If you find yourself oppressing people, stop doing it. That's all. That's all Auntie asks. Okay? Love to all. Okay. Have a great Sunday.